guys, what is up YouTube fam? I am here at my local Goodwill here and it's raining today, which is kind of crazy. Well, it's probably not crazy. I'm trying to get used to this Indiana weather where it's sunny one minute and rainy the next, but it is a little bit muggy out today. Not terrible, but the rain's actually been pretty nice, so I am enjoying it either way. So let's get in there and see if we can find anything good to flip on eBay today. I was there yesterday. As you guys know, if you follow us long enough, you know that I go pretty much every single day, except for Sunday because that is God's day. All right, so let's get in there and find some treasure. All right, looks like they finally put out a new clothing rack. So I'm excited about that. You guys know it's usually the first place that we look, and then also in the back they do more of the hard goods. So let's dig into this one first and then we'll head over to the hard goods. All right, so it looks like this leather jacket. It's like that looks like suede to me, but it is definitely a leather, 100% leather there. It's from Global Identity. Never seen this brand, so I definitely will look it up. And then this one is from Junction West, another one I don't know about, but it is rough. Well, maybe not. Maybe we got some more boogers. I don't know. Maybe it's just old because you guys see it's actually new with tags. So I might look this one up just because it is new with tags, even though it's got some wear or something else on there. Not sure. But the only other thing that I found on here that I was quite interested in is this vintage Toyota sweatshirt. Here is the tag. It is on the Fruit of the Loom, extra large, good size. I'm not sure. It's actually from Kentucky, which isn't too far from us, but I thought that was super cool. It looks like this one, they have a lot more listed than sold. They go for around $50, free shipping, sometimes plus shipping, but there's just too many listed. So, and it's not jacket weather, so we're going to leave it. But it looks like this brand does not do well by any means. So even with it being new with tags, it's definitely appealing. So we're going to leave this one as well. All right, so I haven't been finding much on the clothing racks, but I just wanted to show you like some of the vintage items that we actually find here. They're not, you know, all that in a bag of chips, but I just thought it was cool because I think they're cool. Just a lot of vintage things here. Kind of reminds me of Dorothy from Wizard of Oz there. Got this one, Penny Lane, Cape Cod one, made in the USA. I think this is old school too. Jessica Howard, some old school pants. What else we got here? Oh yeah, we've got some sweaters here. Private collection. This one as well. Yeah, this one was really cool too. Capacity. It's got a cool little Southwestern print going on there. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that this store gets a lot of vintage things. So it's weaving through the good vintage and the bad vintage. But I've definitely found a lot of good vintage. You guys been watching this long enough, you know all the vintage we love and pick up. So speaking of vintage, check this out. Jackie O. What? Made in California. Wow. Check that out, ladies. Isn't that awesome? Fortunately, not worth much. It doesn't look like vintage Jackie O stuff does really well unless it was like a really long, like beautiful dress or something. But these ones, unfortunately, gonna have to leave them. Yeah, so I wanted to show you guys these robes. This one's super cool. JCPenney, definitely vintage junior robe. The floral sleeves and around the collar. I'm like, seriously? I think that one's definitely gonna have to come home with us. I'll do some research, but I'd be surprised if that wasn't worth something. And then there's this one, which I can already see there's a little hole, but this one is Sears at home wear. Definitely vintage on that. This looks like a old plush or something like that, like the texture on it. So that was probably not worth any, especially with the hole. So we will leave that one. All right, we got some headphones here. 3N for $2.99. Work tunes. I wonder if they work. So definitely taking a gamble being $2.99, but I think it'll be worth the pickup. All right, so look what we got hiding underneath these unicorn slippers. We've got some Barney slippers. Definitely vintage, made in the USA. Those are pretty cute. I don't find Barney very often, so when I do, I get excited. So yeah, even if we get a $20 bill, this is a super cool pickup. Check out the baby section here, which I always do. And I did see this a few weeks ago. It is a John Lennon. Carter's right there. I think it looks like it has a little bit of stain right there. But now it's half off, so we'll be paying probably about 50 cents for this. So this will definitely be a little bread and butter item, but I don't know, after seeing it again, I guess I'll pick it up. Alright, so it looks like they just brought out some new carts. Oh, I'm chasing the cart! Wait for me! Alright, I think I found a vintage tee. My husband's going to be excited. I have no idea if this is worth anything, but here is the tag right there, made in the USA. Supposedly an extra large. And here is the tour date, so that's a good sign. Scorpions. All right, let's see if my husband will be proud today. What else do we got here? Any other vintage tees for me? Here's a hockey CCM hockey sweatshirt hoodie thingy. Extra large. That's definitely not an extra large. So that looks like a kid's extra large to me. I'll definitely look this up, but it's definitely got some stains. Alright, so I did look into this, and it looks like the sweatshirts don't do as well as jerseys that look just like this, so definitely be on the lookout. The jerseys can go for around 50, and the sweatshirt hoodies in good conditions probably 20, 30 at the best with free shipping. So a little bit on this shirt here. I did a little bit of research, and it looks like people are trying to get around 150 for it. It is single stitch. If you guys don't know about single stitch, it's usually a pretty good indication it's vintage if it has a vintage tag as well. And then also what I noticed is, unfortunately, this one's got 2 little holes in it, so that will definitely hurt the value. But I think I could probably still get probably around 80 to 100 for this. So pretty excited about that. Not too bad for a $4 investment. Alright, so I just picked these up off the new stock cart. They didn't mark them up. They're Nikes, and I guess they are from Stefan Janowski, which is a skateboarding brand, I guess. And regular shoes are $3.99. They didn't mark them up. Definitely need a little bit of cleaning, but I think we could probably get around 40 shipped on these. So they just came on here and said they just put out another clothing rack and also a new table, which I see right back there, of hard goods. Shout out Morgan, my buddy here at Goodwill, always hooking me up. Pulled this off a new stock cart and thought it was going to be something really good. It actually would have been, but it's got some major staining there and a hole. So with that, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave this, but this would probably be at least a $40 hoodie. All right, here is some embroidery for you guys. Absolutely beautiful. Boston proper isn't like a high-end pickup, but with this really beautiful floral embroidery, I think this is going to be pretty good because it is also an extra large. Might sit on it for a little bit, but I think it's just too beautiful to leave. Love picking up these little eggs. They're not going to be like crazy money. I picked up several in the past. I think like a box of like 20 or something like that, and I slowly have been selling them. But for $1.99, I'll probably just end up bundling these. They're definitely vintage. I believe I saw one that said, yeah, 1994. So not sure if they're homemade, but this one's got a cute little bird on it, and then this one's got a deer. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab those. So this is probably gonna be the last clothing rack that I look at today. I'm gonna go through a couple things and see if they're worth picking up, and then I'm out of here. All right, I did find one item on this one. It is a Woolwich. It is a really cool Southwestern. Unfortunately, it is a size small, and it looks like there's like a bunch of fuzz balls here, which I think I'm gonna have to use my defuzzer. Hopefully that gets it off. I just can't leave this. This is just super cool. Made in the USA. Definitely vintage, and definitely going in my cart. I found these, but I'm going to put them back on the shelf. Unfortunately, they are super cool. Actually, Vans, National Geographic. They're really good condition on the bottom. Definitely need a little bit of cleaning along the sides, but looks like there's a lot listed. Not too many sold, and the ones that are sold are usually around $30-ish. So unfortunately, it's not going to be a pickup for us. And even though $3.99, I don't know. I think we'd just be sitting on these a long time. So with that, I think I'm going to leave them. Now I'm actually going to leave. I've been in here for a few hours. I don't think we got anything crazy except for that t-shirt. But we did find some good finds. I'm excited. It's always fun to thrift at this Goodwill. All right, don't be jealous.
Am I going to be jealous of that? I'm not. I don't know what that is.
The band. You said you like band tees.
Oh, somebody else that knows something that I don't. I don't know what that is.
Well, you know I'm older than you.
I do know. Normally I would be jealous. I do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're not jealous, because then I don't feel so bad taking it from you.
I don't know what the scorpions are.
Looks like a long line at Goodwill today. Oh, we got some new clothing racks here. These are probably the same ones as yesterday, I'm assuming. Could be wrong. So we did find this Athleta girl, which is probably the first time I ever found anything. I guess it's the little girl version to Athleta, but looks like it's a bathing suit. So we're going to look into that little bikini there. See if we can find any more. I know Athleta nowadays isn't that great anymore, so we will definitely be more picky with that. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, I actually found this brand not too long ago, the 220 Hickory. This is cool. The one I found was a denim shirt. This is a dress. That is super cool. Love it. All right, came across this cool sweater here. 100% acrylic, made in the USA, Pine State. That is definitely a new brand for me, so we will Google that. All right, so I was just looking into this Pine State vintage sweater here. And it is acrylic. I wish it was wool. If it was wool, I'd definitely be picking this up. But since it's really the middle of summer and sweaters are not selling crazy right now, this is probably going to be like a $30-ish sweater here. So with that, we're going to go ahead and leave it. after further looking into this really cool dress, it is from 220 Hickory, which can be an okay brand to pick up. There's one listed right now for around $20-ish with shipping. So I think with that, I think it's just not enough meat on the bone. Plus, there's only one listed, none sold at this point. So unfortunately, I'm putting this dress up, but definitely going to be looking out for this brand and also this style. So it looks like this athletic girl can do pretty good. It is a size 14, which I think this is going to be a pickup for my granddaughter. I think she might fit into this soon or maybe now. So I think we're going to go ahead and pick this up. But this would probably be about $25 with shipping. All right, got a few stock carts here. Looks like they've put away a few already. So we will look at this cart and see if we can find anything worth picking up here. Like there is an Easton glove. Definitely going to look into that for $1. We're looking in the blankets area and came across this really cool. I guess it is a sleeping bag. It unfortunately has a lot of staining inside. Otherwise, I might have grabbed it. I don't know. I'm having a hard time leaving this, honestly, but here's the buttons. Very vintage, as you can see. Definitely reminds me of my childhood. I had a comforter that was very similar to this and also the sheets. So definitely going to think on that one. But I did also find this. It is a vintage field crest. See if I can find the tag here. Here it is right here. Field crest upside down for you guys. And it is a full size right there, made in the USA. So it's one of those really pretty bedspreads. Unfortunately, the trim, or what do you call this, like the fringe edge, is really matted up. So I would definitely have to put a little bit of work into this, but some of these bedspreads can go for like over $100. So we might be picking this one up. Alright, so after further looking into this, it definitely has a little bit of wear. This is definitely in the middle of the quilt. So I think we're going to have to leave it, especially with this fringe the way it is. It would take me a long time to try to get this to look somewhat decent to sell it. So with it being a big item and the damage and the fringe, we're going to leave it for somebody else. But oh my gosh, you guys, I totally thought they were trying to sell some like rock hard, like old gummy bears. And then I noticed this, I said, wax melts. That's funny. Alright, so I grabbed some of these books that were on the new stock cart. I thought some of them might do okay. Some of these pop-up books, and I know some can. Unfortunately, these ones do not. But you also want to be on the lookout for some of these vintage golden books. These ones, and also the ones that have like the gold on the edge. Yeah, so you're going to want to look out for some of the golden books. They actually can do really, really well. I'm going to be looking more closer into the kids' books because some of them can be extremely valuable. I'll put a few up on the screen that I found that have sold for big money on eBay. Alright, so I did look into this Easton mitten. Looks like it only sells for about 20-ish. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it. And then also this doll that I picked up. I don't think I showed you guys, but it is like a Behringer. They're like the reborn dolls that people paint. This one's in pretty rough shape. And it looks like this one's probably not going to do so well, so I'm going to leave that one as well. Alright, checking out the men's shorts here, and I came across these Carhartt shorts. I know you guys are surprised. I find quite a bit of Carhartt. These look to be vintage. By that tag, I could be wrong. I'm going to look more into it, but I think it says USA. And I think this logo is vintage, but I think these are going to do good. I only pick up the carpenter style ones because the plain ones just don't sell really well. I'm going to check out this stock card that came out, the clothing rack here. See if we can find anything good. Oh, that right there is a feather, so this is probably duck down or goose down, something like that. Oh, no way. Patagonia? Never happens. What? Crazy. And they didn't mark it up? What? $5? Yes, please. Wow, that's amazing. All right. That's crazy. First time I think I found a Patagonia puffer jacket like that. Could we be lucky that we'll be that lucky again? No way. Another Patagonia, size small women's. Wow. I don't see any feathers coming out of this. I wonder if it's just a regular puffer, but hello, yes, I don't have to think twice about that one. You got a license to drive that thing? All right, let's see what we can find here. This is so pretty. Love the embroidery on it. Oh, is that Free People? It could be. It's looking good. Oh yeah, it's definitely Free People. That's super cute. I love that. I'm gonna have a hard time getting rid of this. I might have to keep this for a bit. All right, been in here a couple hours and I am ready to go home. I'm absolutely starving. I'm ready for some supper. So this is the only thing that I didn't show you guys that I picked up on a new stock cart that came out last minute. And yeah, that one looks like it's gonna do pretty good. When it does sell, it could be a little bit for it to sell, but we'll sit on it for $3.99. We definitely got some good stuff today, including those Patagonia jackets. Like, what? Alright guys, I'm gonna get up on out of here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a comment below and ring our bell. And until next time, catch you on the flip side.